Hey everyone, welcome back to Eat the Cake Anime. I'm your host, Jay Renee.
And I'm her ever-loving husband, sidekick, and producer, Ron.
Yes, and the reason why I'm so happy today, you guys, is because it is August the 7th, and today we're starting a new, subject month here at Eat the Cake Anime. But before we get started, I would like to give a warm, happy birthday wish to producer Ron. Woohoo! Today's producer Ron's birthday, everyone. Yay!
Thank you.
Yay. Gen Xers unite. We're getting up there. Okay. So yes, this man is awesome, but we'll talk about more. We'll talk more about you later. Anyway, so it's a new month, you guys. Last month, leading ladies, thank you all so much for all of the support. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Eat the Cake Anime wherever you get your podcast. This month, oh my goodness, we're delving into ridiculous titles. The titles of these animes, you guys, have gotten so trite and so long. And I'm not talking about, in the beginning you had The Rising of the Shield Hero. You had, I was reincarnated as a slime. What are some others, producer Ron? Like, I'm a spider. What is it?
Reincarnated as a spider, so what?
Yeah, reincarnate. Or is it wrong to pick up girls in
a dungeon?
In the dungeon, yeah. So we just started looking at these titles, and we were saying, like, what were these animators and creators thinking when they came through this stuff?
And we found some of the most ridiculous ones.
Oh my God, y'all! And it all leads us into what's going on for this month. So we're starting off this ridiculous titles month with one that producer Ron found, and when we saw it, we just laughed. And then when we watched it, we were just like, what? Okay, so here's the title. The title is called The Ossan Newbie Adventurer, Trained to Death by the Most Powerful Party, Becomes Invincible.
Yeah. Now, looking at the title card, it looked interesting. That's the only reason that I delved down this rabbit hole.
Really?
And then when it started, it has, and again, this is strictly my opinion. It's also my wife's opinion. The worst intro song I have ever heard.
The intro is so painful. It's so painful to listen to. Now, both of us are musicians. I am trained in musical instruments, and producer Ron is a classically trained vocalist. So we are really, really big on music in this house. We're really big on music, period. And y'all, this thing, the Ossan Newbie Adventure, ... I refuse to keep saying that title. I refuse to keep saying that over and over again.
We're just going to call it Newbie Adventure.
Oh my God, it has the worst intro ever. Now, the premise is following this 32-year-old former guild clerk. His name is Rick Gladiator. So Rick decided to pursue his lifelong dream of adventuring. So despite being dozens of years older than most of the recruits that usually go out and seek their fortunes. So unbeknownst to everyone else, he spent 2 brutal years training with the, help me say this, babe, Auricalum Fist.
Auricalum,
Jesus. The Auricalum Fist, who is the world's most powerful S-rank party. As a result, his F-rank status masks an overwhelming strength that surprises everyone.
These people in this, we're going to call them clan, or this group, this adventurer party, they beat this man literally to death multiple times. And when I say beat him to death, they trained this man through some grueling, I can't even find the words for him. They killed this guy.
Listen, these people, we had Renette Elflet, who was a dark elf assistant. We had the Auricalum Fist. It's the mentor party. So of course you had Broxton, who was the orc warrior monk leader, who was all about the brute strength, but then had a little wisdom to him. You had Mazette, the half elf, half dwarf. Is that right? Okay. The weaponsmith. You had, Aliceret, the 10-year-old. The 10-year-old vampire mage, who just so happened to be a genius. So each of these members, they train with Rick, with their quirky personalities, but they trained him, like producer Ron said, so hard.
I mean, they would have this man dragged behind like bulls, trying to work on his endurance.
Yeah.
They have him running down a hill, with a boulder behind him, trying to increase his endurance.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, his magic quality, because he never trained it in his youth, is a rank F. But behind that rank F, he can only do like minor spells and things like that.
Right.
But his rank F minor spell is more powerful than S rank superpower person.
Right. He starts out very insecure, underestimating his own abilities. And then you notice as time goes on, as he interacts with nobles and even the different rivals, he gains that confidence in his strength, confidence in his identity. And can I just give a shout out to the voice actor in sub? Takuya Sato? Oh my goodness. He portrayed Rick's emotional shifts from fear, rage, determination, like everything. He did it so well in sub. And yes, I tried to watch it in sub. It did not work. I tried to watch it in dub. It didn't work for me either, but more so in sub because it was very, very, like I said, the voice actors were emoting very hard in the Ossan adventurer ...
This is another debate me and my wife have constantly, the sub versus dub. We're not going into that today. This is my birthday. We're just going to move on. We're just going to say that this particular anime, it was different.
Yeah. I mean, Rick transformed from F rank to S rank, the level skill, culminating in the tournament that ended up testing his potential and that also of his mentoring party. So when we talk about the storyline, even episode 1, the first episode began with a bang because it started out with Rick like crushing his exam expectations, humiliating the nobles, shocking everyone with what he did, but he kept denying his abilities, which just kept up the humor part in the anime. But my question is, why the ridiculously long title for this? This is so weird.
I mean, they could have said, the newbie adventurer is an elder or something. They didn't have to give it this mouthful paragraph of a title.
Y'all, they really didn't, because you had emotional battles, you had side characters that were growing in every episode, and the writing was so nuanced. It's like the protagonist actually had character development. You could see it. But what makes you think, okay, we're Gen Xers. Mr. Producer Ron is, are you going to share your age?
I'm old enough.
Whatever. So listen, this is a refreshing midlife protagonist. That's another thing that makes this anime great. Rick's status as a late bloomer, it subverts all the previous tropes. Think about it. He's not young. He's not, just eager. He's showing that age doesn't limit one's growth or potential. And as we get older, as Gen Xers, we hear a lot of that, even though we have already lived our lives and we have gone, we've gotten it out of the mud and all this other stuff. Mm-hmm. But, that's one thing that makes this anime so great, is that it's a late bloomer doing this stuff. And then it's a good blend of action and comedy. It doesn't stray too far over with the humor and the heart. It gives the perfect balance. And a lot of people said like it reminds them of Dragon Ball Z or One Punch Man in the lighthearted banter and then the epic fights. So would you agree with that? Because you guys can't see him, but Producer Ron is looking like, I don't know about all that.
I can see qualities of One Punch Man inside Rick, mm-hmm. where he starts, he doesn't start younger or start just like everybody else. Mm-hmm. He's just like a regular guy. And then he starts to pursue, the superhero or the adventurer. And, that makes sense. I can see that.
Yeah. So, I mean, you had a strong supporting cast. You had a well-paced blend of action and comedy, inspirational themes. We talked about the mentorship, second chances. The show really resonated with me. And I'm pretty sure other people who feel like it's never too late to kind of chase your dreams and, do certain things and to just persevere. So that's one of the reasons why, like I said, I gave it the chance that I gave it besides the ridiculous title. Every time I think about it, I can't even talk to our I can't even talk to our viewers. I can't even tell them about some of the things, because then you have to talk about the title. And that's what it's all about. The title, you guys, belies what it actually is.
It's actually a good anime.
Well, the reviews range from genuinely fun and addictive popcorn viewing to criticisms of like, oh, this is so predictable, the plot is so shallow, things of that nature. And they talk about there are a lot of cliches, there are a lot of ageist jokes, but I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
To me, the reason why Osan Adventurer ... stands out is because you have an unlikely hero and a middle-aged guy. You have a great ensemble cast, and of course, it's a feel-good fantasy, and it ends up being, rewarding.
Yeah, it's got a couple of tropes in there, but it's a good watch.
Yeah.
As far as a ranking that I would give it, I'm going to give it a good 7.5.
I'll give it a 7 because the Ossan Newbie Adventurer offers a refreshing spin on the overpowered fantasy genre. It's anchored by a likable older protagonist, strong mentor bonds, and humor that's kind of woven seamlessly into some of the larger action scenes. It may not break new ground, but the execution is okay. But the reason why I give it a 7 is because of the long title. The social world building could have been a little bit better for me, and it's an underdog tale, but you can't know how good it is because you can't get past the title.
Now, with the light novel still running, if this gets a season 2, I'm begging you, please find a new intro song.
Do you think it'll get a season 2?
I don't know, but if it does,
oh my god,
please.
Oh my god, yeah. And like I said, shout out to all the people who worked so diligently on this anime, because they really, really dropped the ball on that intro. Y'all, if you never watch it, just go and listen to the intro. And if you can stand it, let us know what you think. It's called the Ossan Newbie Adventurer, trained to death by the most powerful party, became invincible. It's a mouthful, babe. It's a mouthful. And shout out to Mazani at Z Media for doing our visuals for us on our YouTube channel. How you were able to find this stuff and interweave it seamlessly into what producer Ron and I are talking about. We are so appreciative. Thank you so much. And also thank you so much to our subscribers and the people who comment and just let us know how much they like, or what they want to hear or see from us at Eat the Cake Anime.
Yes, so as always, what we say, it's always okay.
Yeah, and we'll check you out next time. But yeah, it will be, hey, listen, this is Ridiculous Titles Month, and it will be another ridiculous title.
Oh,
so
yeah,
just
we got
be
a few
prepared.
more for you.
Yes, just be prepared. We have to sift and wade through the ridiculousness that is, and we'll let you know if underneath the titles, these ridiculous titles, if there's like really gold in them their heels when it comes to anime. So yeah, anything else birthday man?
No, just appreciate being here, being alive to see another day.
Yay.
Get to see another anime.
Yay.
Live life and be happy.
Yeah, that is great. So until next time, you guys, don't forget, thank you for joining us here at Eat the Cake Anime. And you want to take us on out, birthday boy?
It's okay to enjoy anime in dub.
Oh God, you had to do that, huh?
Yep.
Okay. All right.